All right, Mr. D, we definitely thank Mr. Henry Jones for allowing us to be out here today.
Super nice guy, and they do a great job with peaches and
Yes, they do.
nectarines and apples and strawberries.
All right, so what we going to do here?
This is a nectarine tree. We treat nectarines, peaches, and plums the same way. We prune them to an open-centered system, and this is the way we open up the center.
Oh boy.
You see, this is trying to be a pear or an apple tree. It has a strong central leader here. This is what we do with that.
Oh man, we just gonna take it out like that?
Kind of like that. I'm going to be gentle.
Okay.
Because I don't want to injure any of these other scaffold limbs. We used to say these trees back in the old days cost about $2. And they say you take out about $1.80 and leave about a dime's worth, and you're kind of going in the right direction. And so that's what we're doing. Is it looking a little more open?
Oh yeah, there's your dime's worth.
It's a little low here, and we've got 3 scaffold limbs, which is really fine. Really all you need. And you know, I took off a lot of fruit. On a young tree like this, it's much more important to develop the tree, the shape of the tree, than it is to get fruit off of it. You'll have plenty of time to get fruit later on if you take care of it. There we are. How about that?
All right, Mr. D, off to the next tree.
Off to the next tree. Let's do it.
Okay. All right, Mr. D, we have here about a 10-year-old nectarine tree.
And when I walk up to a tree that's got this much age on it, the first thing I look at is it got any broken limbs? And I see this limb right here has got some damage. And so I'm going to take care of that. That's in my mind. I also want to take off everything that's, you know, from my waist down. We call them hanger downers. I want to take all the hanger downers off. And then I'm going to take off everything growing back toward the center. Ideally, I want every limb to have its shot at the sun. And so ideally, I won't have another limb shading another one. I want to take out limbs that are crossing over. And with that being said, I'm going to get in here and go to work.
Ah, he's pulling out the big gun. Yeah.
Okay, this limb has both of the broken limbs on it, I think.
Yeah, it does.
That I saw.
It
so
does.
I'm going to take that off. And I really think I can get to it from here. Actually, this is a little bit easier to handle. Yeah, I'm going to make a little cut on the bottom because I don't want to strip out this tree. And then I'm going to go up again about a half. This is about a ½ inch from the trunk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This right here, I want to open up the center a little bit. I'm going to take it off. I'm making these double cuts because I don't want to strip off this bark. Grab it, Chris.
Right, yeah, I got it.
I don't want to damage the limbs that I'm leaving.
Okay,
there you are.
I got it. Oh yeah.
And I like the shears that I use I like the scissors cut shears. I don't like the anvil type shears. They do more damage to the limbs. And you need sharp shears. Okay. This is a hanger downer right here. Take it off. All right, now I'm looking at anything growing back toward me, toward the center of the tree. I'm taking that out. I want to be where I can get into this tree from any direction. And I'm really thinking about taking that limb out right there, but I'm going to hold off on that right now. I can always do it later. I'm also going to take out any dead limbs, like that's a dead limb right there. Quite a few dead limbs here, little dead limbs that were probably shaded out last year. I'm going to take those off. All right, I don't like to fight my way into a tree, so I'm going to open it up here a little bit. This is kind of growing back toward the center. Taking that off, this is growing straight up. This limb is crossing over, invading this one's territory a little bit. This one's growing a little bit more upright. Got some damage on it. I'm gonna leave a few of these because there's some nectarines right there I don't want to cut off. This is probably a little low, and that's growing back toward the center, so I'm taking that off. That's dead. This is a hanger downer right here, but there's some fruit right there, so I'm gonna take the hanger downer off and let that produce a nectarine for me. Okay. This is growing back toward the center, growing straight up. Limbs that are growing straight up, like these, I consider those water sprouts, and they will not have any fruit. They pretty much rob the tree of nutrition, and they're trying to be the central leader, just like on an apple or a pear tree. So I take the water sprouts out. Anything growing straight up. When you have a lot of small limbs on a branch, I'll go in and like take every other one out to give them a little space. And as I go up on these limbs, I'll pretty much take everything on the top part of the limb that has a tendency to grow straight up. These trees were bred and designed to be pruned, and if you don't prune these improved varieties, if you don't, Mother Nature will. And Mother Nature sometimes doesn't make as clean a cut as I do. She can be rather brutal at times. This is kind of congested here. Get all of these going straight up. Ideally, on a peach or a nectarine, when you're out here to the side, you'd like all of your fruiting wood to be from about your waist to as high as you can reach. Not much higher than as high as you can reach. Keeping in mind that when the fruit are on the tree, the upper limbs are going to come down some. So you can let that, you know, you can be a little higher than you can reach. You can do that. But, and you notice I'm making a cut above a limb that's growing in the direction that I want it to go. Okay, Chris, I could work on this all day. You know, it's like a haircut or clipping a show steer, and you always see another limb you could take off, but got it opened up. This tree is really, it started out, you can see all these trees are like peas in a pod. When they started, they cut them off at 18 to 20 inches, and that's how the scaffold limbs came out at the right height. So they've really done a good job with these fruit trees.
All right, we definitely appreciate that pruning demonstration.
All right,
and again, you put in some work on that one.
Yeah, I broke a sweat.